1 year ago, the country was still reacting to huge political news that Donald Trump had been elected president.
And now in a CBS 42 special report, we're sitting down with voters on both sides to see how they feel about Trump's effect on our country. Jack Royer's in studio with us tonight. And Jack, you were able to sit down and talk with 6 Republicans and 6 Democrats.
Jim, what a political year it's been. Just 1 year ago, President-elect Donald Trump was assembling his people and his policies, all of which have changed as quickly as the fast-paced political news cycle itself. So we assembled 2 focus groups, 1 Republican and 1 Democrat. And through moderating these lengthy discussions, I got to see firsthand just how many opinions Alabama voters have on both sides of these issues. Their opinions are fierce.
What he is in the midst of war.
Feels like he has to fight every single day when he opens his eyes. I think he's on the right track.
And fiercely different. All right, Democrats, what grade would you give President Trump on his first year in office?
An F.
F?
Yeah.
F.
F. F minus.
F.
F plus, maybe?
Has President Trump made America great again?
In the 10 months in office, the most he's done is undo what President Obama did. He's not doing anything on infrastructure, on tax reform, on immigration reform, or on health care.
What makes America great are also our friends. Those are our allied countries, because we can't be everywhere. When you diminish that by not giving them the security, and then you say things like, well, you've got to pay us more money. Well, that sounds great in a business, but there are a lot of things that we just don't understand that are happening in other countries. There are a lot of things that we have to support because they're our first line of defense.
Yeah, I'm a businessman, yay. Government's not a business. Government is a service.
Right, absolutely.
The Republicans have a different opinion. All right, Republicans, has President Trump made America great again?
He has made the stock market great again. The economy is booming. Alabama is now at 3.8% unemployment, so people are returning to the workforce.
I think he has a long way to go, but once we get Congress on board, just cooperation of all of our leaders together, I think it's gonna be okay.
For once, we've got a politician that actually fully intends to keep his campaign promises. And he is pushed toward that, exactly in that direction. And the things that he said on the campaign trail that he was planning to do to the best of his ability, he is shot straight for that.
Do you believe President Trump is honest?
Impeccably. I think so. Yes. I've been a teacher for years, and one of the things that I have discovered is that when you're in leadership and you got different sides to an issue and both of them hate you, it's probably because you're doing a pretty good job.
But the Democrats have a different point of view.
They like him because he says what he thinks. And I agree. He says what he thinks. But what he thinks is often not very pleasant.
I want to be proud. I want to tell my daughters, hey, talk like him, act like him, tweet like him. But right now, I can't.
Is our country divided today?
Sometimes you just have to take a step back and just realize that this affects us in a way we don't really realize the morale of the country.
It's better to unite the American people versus leaving us all divided.
The Republicans
I feel like that's the way we are right now. That's where our country is, that we're fighting against the healing. But I believe we're gonna, like you said, I believe it's going to, the worst is gonna happen first, and then we're going to heal.
As you can see, we covered a lot of ground with these focus groups and a lot of different topics. To hear from everyone in these focus groups, all 12 of them, and to hear each of the topics we discussed, just go to our website, WIT.com, or the CBS 42 News app. All of it will be posted there following this newscast. Reporting live tonight, Jack Royer, CBS 42 News, local coverage you can count on.
Jack, thank you.